Welcome to my channel. I'm Barbara Mitchell, a 68-year-old retired teacher living in suburban Pennsylvania. Ever since I noticed that my favorite jeans no longer fit quite the same way, I embarked on a journey to reinvent my personal style, learning to balance comfort with a touch of flair. If you've recently turned 60 or have been over the hill for a while, you know how easy it is to slip into a routine of stretchy pants and shapeless tops without thinking twice. I remember looking in the mirror at age 62 and realizing that my shoulders were rounding more than before, and that my once favorite trousers now pinched uncomfortably at the waist. That moment motivated me to dive deeply into understanding how my body was changing and to embrace a wardrobe that fit my new silhouette instead of forcing me to fight it. In this video, I'll share practical tips on choosing the right fabrics, flattering color palettes, and timeless wardrobe staples, all designed with mature bodies in mind. By the end of our time together, you'll see that staying fashionable after 60 is not only possible, it can be fun, empowering, and surprisingly budget-friendly. As we age, our bodies evolve in subtle but noticeable ways. Whether it's a slight shift in weight distribution, a change in posture, or more sensitive skin, acknowledging these changes is the very first step toward building a wardrobe that feels good and fits beautifully. I once struggled because the denim I loved had no give around the hips, and my blouses started to feel scratchy against my skin. I began measuring myself carefully, bust, waist, and hips, and used those numbers as a guide when shopping online or in-store. Many modern brands now provide detailed size charts, and I learned to look for garments made with stretch fabrics, such as cotton blends with a hint of spandex. These forgiving fibers adapt to minor fluctuations in body shape without losing structure. I also discovered tops and dresses with adjustable features like roll cuff sleeves and side slits, which offered both style and flexibility. Embracing these subtle design details allowed me to swap pieces that pinched or chafed for garments that draped gently over areas I felt less confident about, and it made the simple act of getting dressed in the morning something I looked forward to. Comfort truly starts with the fabric. I can't count the number of times I bought something simply because it looked adorable on the mannequin, only to discover that the itchy lining or scratchy material made me dread wearing it. Over time, I learned to seek out soft natural fibers, breathable cottons, lightweight linens, and gentle wool blends that feel kind to aging skin. If you live somewhere with cooler months, you might invest in cashmere blends or brushed cotton knits that offer a luxurious feel and a cozy warmth. In regions where temperatures rise quickly, cotton linen blends can help regulate body heat, wicking moisture and allowing air to flow freely. Personally, I fell in love with bamboo viscose blend tops because they hang gracefully, resist wrinkles, a blessing when I travel to visit my grandchildren, and wick away moisture on humid summer days. Always look for labels that say machine washable or easy care, because the last thing you want is a delicate piece requiring frequent trips to the dry cleaner. Color makes a powerful statement at any age. For decades, I believed that seniors should stick to pastels or muted tones, but modern style experts have debunked that myth. Today, more silver-haired women are embracing jewel tones, rich emeralds, deep teals, and ruby reds that bring out their natural glow. My own wardrobe now starts with a neutral base, like a charcoal gray or navy foundation, and I layer over these base pieces with accents that harmonize with my complexion. I discovered that a deep teal cardigan makes my pale skin look vibrant, while a burgundy scarf highlights the blue in my eyes. I also realized that small prints, subtle florals, restrained stripes, or gentle abstracts can add visual interest without feeling too youthful. Whenever I'm unsure whether a color flatters me, I hold up fabric swatches in front of a mirror during daylight. If the shade makes my face look bright and healthy, I know it belongs in my closet. This simple trick has saved me from impulse purchases that end up unworn. Rather than filling my closet with dozens of trendy items I rarely wear, I became a firm believer in the capsule wardrobe approach. I focus on a handful of versatile essentials that can be mixed and matched for countless outfits. At the heart of my wardrobe are a pair of well-fitting jeans or trousers, slim straight or bootcut silhouettes in dark denim or rich colored chino fabrics, always with a bit of stretch to accommodate minor waist and hip fluctuations. I pair these bottoms with a classic navy blazer or a cozy knitted cardigan, depending on the season. A navy blazer instantly elevates a simple tee and jeans for a lunch date, and in fall I swap it out for a knitted cardigan that drapes softly over my shoulders. My footwear philosophy shifted drastically when I learned to prioritize support over style. After years of athletic shoes, I discovered that a stylish pair of loafers with cushioned insoles offers both polish and comfort, making them perfect for church on Sunday or a stroll through the farmer's market. I also invested in versatile blouses, some in neutral tones like white, black, and gray, and a few statement pieces in my favorite jewel colors. These tops, made from breathable fabrics with a hint of stretch, provide a foundation that works for nearly any occasion, from a casual coffee with friends to an evening out. Accessories are the finishing touches that can transform a simple outfit into something memorable. For example, a bold necklace can draw attention upward, framing your face beautifully, while a colorful lightweight scarf can add personality without overwhelming your look. I have a handcrafted beaded necklace in teal and copper that always draws compliments, and I often drape a cashmere scarf around my neck when the temperature dips. A well-chosen belt, preferably one with a flexible insert, helps define my waist when I wear flowy dresses or tunics, ensuring a flattering silhouette. I've also learned that eyewear can be a true fashion statement. I swapped my plain frames for a subtly cat-eye shape that highlights my cheekbones and adds a touch of youthful flair. My handbag of choice is a crossbody style with an adjustable strap, which distributes weight evenly and keeps my hands free for carrying groceries or holding my granddaughter's hand. A structured but lightweight bag, canvas with leather accents or durable nylon with supportive straps, strikes the perfect balance between style and practicality. Footwear decisions have become even more thoughtful since I began experiencing occasional foot discomfort. Comfort is non-negotiable after 60, and I now scout every shoe for arch support, cushioning, and breathable materials. I remember the day I learned I had early-stage plantar fasciitis. It was a wake-up call that I could no longer sacrifice comfort for a pretty shoe. I now look for brands that emphasize built-in arch support and memory foam insoles, and I make sure any pair I buy has a removable footbed so I can insert custom orthotics if needed. Instead of entirely flat shoes, I often choose a low block heel or a slight wedge, around 1 to 2 inches high, to distribute weight more evenly and maintain a flattering posture. Slip-on styles like loafers or mules have become my best friends, saving my arthritic hands the strain of tying laces. A suede wedge in taupe has become my go-to for dressier occasions, while a pair of slip-on sneakers with Velcro straps is perfect for travel days, offering a snug fit without pinching. Layering has become my secret weapon for handling changing seasons with style and ease. I live in a region where spring mornings can be crisp, afternoons warm, and evenings cool again. I start with a simple fitted tee or a lightweight turtleneck in a neutral color, black, white, or cream, then add a mid-layer such as a button-up chambray shirt or a sleeveless puffer vest in cooler months. On top, I choose an outer layer that matches the weather. A classic beige trench coat in spring, a denim jacket for summer evenings, and a wool blend coat in winter. Each layer serves a purpose. The base keeps me comfortable, the mid-layer traps warmth without bulk, and the outer layer provides protection from wind and rain. I finish off with lightweight scarves, a fashionable fedora or beret, and perhaps a pair of gloves when temperatures dip below 40 degrees. This approach to layering not only keeps me prepared for the weather but also lets me mix textures and colors to create an effortlessly sophisticated ensemble every day. I've always been a bit skeptical of trends, thinking that they're geared toward younger crowds. But I discovered over time that many of the same style principles can be adapted for someone in their 60s or beyond, if approached thoughtfully. When athleisure became a buzzword, I didn't start wearing head-to-toe joggers. Instead, I embraced the concept in a more subtle way by pairing a tailored knit jogger in ponte fabric with a crisp white blouse and loafers. When animal prints resurfaced on runways, I didn't buy a full leopard print dress. I opted for a small leopard print scarf that added a playful accent without feeling overwhelming. Oversized blazers were everywhere, but I found one with a structured shoulder and a slightly cinched waist so it didn't swallow my frame. Color blocking can be tricky, but by choosing two complementary shades, perhaps olive and rust, and anchoring them with a neutral, I avoided the rainbow overload look that sometimes accompanies the trend. In blending current styles with classic silhouettes, I can enjoy fashion's evolution without feeling like I'm trying to look decades younger. Shopping wisely has become something of an art form for me. I learned fairly quickly that ordering from a dozen different retailers was a recipe for frustration unless I knew how their sizing ran. After a year of experimenting with a handful of reputable brands, I now know when I need to size up or down. For instance, Brand A sweaters always run small in the shoulders, so I order a size larger than I normally would. Brand B's pants, on the other hand, are generous around the hip area, so I stick to my usual size. When browsing online, I read customer reviews carefully, paying close attention to any mention of age, height, weight, and body shape so I can imagine how a piece might fit me. I also filter search results by categories such as tall, petite, or plus sizes, because even if I don't identify with those labels, garments designed for those categories often have more thoughtful cuts, shorter sleeves, higher waistbands, or longer hemlines that suit mature bodies. When in doubt, I check return policies. Free returns are my rule of thumb. Paying for return shipping on an ill-fitting purchase just isn't worth it. And whenever I get a chance, I visit local boutiques. Their staff often understand how garments fit mature women and can provide personalized advice I won't find online. Last fall, I discovered an elegant wool coat at a small shop that was unlike anything I'd seen on major retail websites. Beyond the practicalities of fabric choices and shopping strategies, fashion is ultimately about confidence and celebrating who you are. When I started experimenting with color and silhouettes again, I received curious glances from neighbors who had known me only in my frumpy mom phase. At first, I worried that they might think I was trying too hard. But then I realized that confidence is the most important accessory we can wear. Standing tall with good posture instantly makes any outfit look better. Each morning, I practice simple stretches to open up my chest and align my spine. When I try on a new ensemble, I stand in front of the mirror and say to myself, I'm proud of how I look today. Positive self-talk reinforces the idea that I deserve to feel good about myself. I also share my style journey, in photos on Instagram or simply by telling a friend, because each compliment or supportive comment reminds me that fashion is meant to be shared and enjoyed at any age. Of course, not every outfit is perfect. There are days when a top is a little too long or the hemline feels off. Instead of obsessing, I improvise. A quick knot at the hem or a roll of the sleeve often solves minor imperfections. Every small win, like someone saying, I love that shade of green on you, deserves a moment of gratitude. Those little affirmations build momentum and encourage me to keep exploring, experimenting, and embracing my unique style. Thanks for watching. I hope my journey inspires you to explore your own sense of style, no matter your age. Remember, staying fashionable after 60 isn't about fitting into a mold. It's about discovering what makes you feel confident, comfortable, and authentically you. If you enjoyed these tips, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more senior style guidance. Until next time, stay cozy, stay chic, and embrace every moment of your beautiful life.